Hello and welcome to Ashes of Morgravia, a deck-building strategy roguelike game set in a decaying world of dark fantasy. This is a demo version of the game that is currently available on Steam. I've already played a fair bit of this game, but I've just started a new playthrough and I've just completed an introductory section of the game. And, well, let's jump straight into where I left off. This is the Sanctum. This is seemingly the only safe and sane place in this destroyed world. I've met in here one other living person, presumably living person, that calls himself Harbinger, and, well, he already gave me a task to venture forth and face the desolation. Let's hear exactly what he had in mind.
Good woken?
Remind me of my task.
The walls tremble. We need the shackle link. Seek the Abyssal Warden in the Iron Oaths. He guards the concept of imprisonment.
So this Abyssal Warden in here, this is a hulking beast clad in a heavy armor with a two-handed sword. This is actually a boss that I faced in the introductory section of the game, and I failed to defeat him. He basically killed me in a second turn of the fight, and rather than dying and going into oblivion, I found myself waking up in this place, and Harbinger talked to me about some mysterious and cryptic things that I don't really know a lot about, but definitely he needs this shackle link to both tell me more and to maybe fix this place.
Anything else, Good woken?
Not this time.
Good woken?
So I will leave then. I will leave for the desolation. Other than this quest that Harbinger gave me, he did give me some, let's call them side quests, where I do have to kill some enemies to receive rewards, especially these uncommon items, seems interesting, and just play melee cards to get some currency. Currency which is useful. I'll tell you why in a minute. So when I want to face this desolation, I do have to pick the part of it first, and it seems I have to go on patrol first before I can reach the next zone, and in the next zone there is a quest target there. Quest target which is Abyssal Warden and his shackle link. For completing this very short, because length of 3 patrol, I do receive some rewards, again another item, so that's very good, and I do receive also experience and currency which is Saint's Ashes. Saint's Ashes is a currency that we can use to upgrade our items, so that's very valuable. So right now I do have very few items. I have just finished the introductory section, but I do have a choice in here, a choice between Rusty Dagger and an axe. With this playthrough, I wanted to try a build that I have never tried before, which is a build focusing on holy damage. I seem to always pick melee and hard-hitting builds that operate on might and armor. This time I'd like to focus on faith and nimbleness. So I will definitely not take the axe because it comes with both faith and nimble disadvantage. I will stay with my current choice of Rusty Dagger. I probably don't want to upgrade it. It will give me +1 might, but well, I think I'll leave the Ashes currency for some stronger items. So I'll proceed, and here is a unique feature of the game. It's 2 decks system. So usually in deck building games you do have a deck that you can construct, and the cards in this deck can be played during the battle. Similarly here we do have deck, or rather 2 decks of cards. First one is called Clash and the second one is called Stride. Different colors of those cards will tell you which deck they are from, and there is an icon in here. So I would like to focus on holy damage in this build. So I'll definitely take all of the holy damage strike or clash cards that I can, which are Punishing Blow and Smite. Smite is a bit problematic here because it is an exhaust card and it will disappear basically after using it once in the battle, but it is what it is. with playing more cards or acquiring more cards, I will be able to construct a deck that is focused more and more on the holy damage output that I'm looking for. So other than holy damage, I will definitely like to look at profane damage, because this is my other option. So I already have 6 cards in my Clash deck and 6 cards in my Stride deck, so I think I'm good to go. Let's see what holy cards I have available in the Stride deck. Well, all the holy cards available to me were already taken. So yeah, I think it looks good. I'll proceed. And this is a desolation mode tutorial. I will skip this because I do know a fair bit about this game, as I said. And this is the first desolation map that I have. So in this mode we have ventured forth from the sanctum into the overworld, basically. This first desolation is very short, and the only interesting choice in here is this unknown node in my path. So I will go through it. But first we have to face a battle. And so in here on this top of the mountain, presumably, we are facing 2 enemies, Shambler runners. And before actually the first move that I can take, I do have to pick the ratio of cards from the 2 decks that I have. If I have picked an axe, I would have only 4 cards in here to choose from, because an axe as a heavier weapon gives me a -1 penalty for the amount of cards that I draw each turn. But fortunately I do have a nimble rusty dagger, so I can choose more cards, 5. So I would definitely like to focus on dealing damage, so I will take 4 Clash cards and only 1 Stride card in here. And let's see, 2 Smite, 1 Strike and 1 Punishing Blow. What I would like to do is I would like to apply or activate this combo called Burning Wounds, for which I will need to play 2 melee cards in succession, one after another in a single turn, which shouldn't be very hard to do, because all of these 4 cards that deal damage are actually cards with keyword melee. So I will come to this first guy. Let's play Smite card, then Strike card, yeah. And what I will do is I right now have activated Burning Woods, and next card with melee keyword will apply 1 burn, which I would like to apply to this guy in here, and then come back to this guy and, well, not finish him off, but definitely deal some damage. And that's all I can do, so I'll move away here and end my turn. Right, so these are nimble guys, they do hit me and then try running away if they can, but I think I am good. Yeah, I will be able to kill this guy outright with a strike. Oh nice, there is dagger throw. But before doing that, I can show you another feature of the cards and decks system. So I've just played a card that was card from Clash deck. When I do play this card from Clash deck, then all of the Stride deck cards that have this weave in here have this effect, this weave effect, available to activate. So the weave base is basically a system where you play cards from opposing decks to weave them through and unlock some more, boons and buffs and effects from them. In this case, I will be able to gain 1 armor buff if I play this card on myself, and since I have played a Stride card right now, I will be able to then activate weave effects on Clash cards. So let's see. Well, this weave effect on Strike card is pretty straightforward. I will be able to deal more damage with this hit. So that's 10 damage. Well, 1 off. Let's finish him off. And that's it. That's my first battle won. I took 2 hits, so that's not ideal, but I definitely have, I think, enough in the tank to go through with this patrol desolation. So after a fight, I will very often get a reward of picking a new card, so finding some more lost power in this desolate world. But all the cards that I pick during the desolation are called ethereal cards, so these cards basically will last me only for this desolation. Once I return back to Sanctum, they disappear as, fickle fragments of power that I am leaving behind when I am coming back to the safety of Sanctum. So in my case, I am focusing on holy damage, but what I do want to try out is this Recover Daggers card. It's actually some other build that I've been playing recently, where I focus on throwing these daggers and then recovering them, so a lot of damage applied in very much multiple cards, so possibly to multiple enemies. It works really well, but it's not that's not the idea for this run. So I can either go to fight this fight in here, or, as I planned, see what this is about.
Navigating through the shadowed remnants of the ruined city, you come across a chiming sight. A skeletal remains of once powerful Godwoken. The ravages of time have left her armor fragmented and her weapons corroded. However, her bony hand grips something that defies the decay around it. A shimmering object that catches the faint light.
Right, so I can either attempt to retrieve the shimmering object, which is not guaranteed, or bury her. Well, the shimmering object seems to be something interesting, so I'll take the chance.
As you attempt to pry the sigil from the clenched hand of the fallen Godwoken, it crumbles to dust. Shadows deepen around you, a chilling reminder of the fragile line between sanctity and oblivion. You are left pondering whether some relics are meant to be undisturbed, their secrets too heavy for others to bear.
Yeah, definitely. Darkness falls on me and I'm left with nothing. Right, so this darkness card, let's see what it's all about. So this is a torment card. Hopefully I won't be drawing this card in the battle, but then again I don't have a lot of cards in my decks, so there's a good chance I will draw it. It's not a good card for me, definitely. I do have a -1 faith on this card, and I do have to play this card and use my 1 action point to play it when I draw it, because if I don't, the effect described in here, so -1 faith, will be applied. But let's go through the last fight of this patrol. Okay, so I do have 3 enemies. Oh, and 1 new enemy in here, Shambler Carrion. This enemy has a Stench of Rot ability that applies 2 stacks of vulnerable, and that's not good because this guy is already intending to play this skill, or rather apply this skill. Okay, I will try and get 2 stride cards this time. Let's see, we have Dagger Throw that has a weave effect of drawing 1 additional card from stride deck. Let's see. Well, there's a chance I will get recovered daggers from this. That would be good. So what I need to do to activate this weave on a clash card is to just play a stride card. So let's play Adjust Armor, and now the weave effect on Dagger Throw is available. I will throw dagger onto this guy. Well, I got the Adjust Armor again. That's not too bad. I will play this. I will gain additional 1 armor, so that's cool. Armor basically gives me +1 to all the block that I apply to myself. So next time I play Adjust Armor card, I will get 1 more block. Let's see, I have 2 AP points left and, 2 cards that I can play and attack with. So I'll try to run away from this guy. I don't want to get the Stench of Rot onto myself. So here are those 2 attacks, and I'm running here into the corner. Yeah. Pounce. I don't like that. I don't like to waste movement running behind those guys. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it has a range of 4, so that was not a good idea to try and outrun it. Okay, so I can pick some more stride cards. I'll try to pick 2 of them, maybe both motivation and recover daggers will be drawn. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. So first, I'd like to definitely play motivation, because my last card was Clash deck card. I do have the weave available while playing this card, so let's get these 4 stacks of might. Might gives me the amount of stacks of this buff, bonus profane damage to each attack. What is very cool about strike card is that the weave effect that it has is basically dealing another 3 profane damage, but because I do have 4 might buff right now, I am able to apply 4 additional damage, making this 7. So in total it's 11 plus 7. It's 18 profane damage on a single enemy. That's huge. Okay. Recover daggers. This is what I wanted to get, because this will return all cards called dagger throw that I have in my discard pile, and I do have in this discard pile a single dagger throw. In addition to that, it adds dagger throw card to my hand. So this is very, very good. I will play recover daggers now, and I have 1 additional dagger throw card and 1 dagger throw card returned from the discard pile. So let's play this card. Oh, right. I cannot play this card because I am near an enemy, because this is a ranged card. So I will just make these 2 steps in here and play 1 dagger here, another dagger in here. This guy is dead. I do have 1 AP, and I could play the darkness card to avoid getting -1 faith, but to be honest, having 4 might right now, I do think I will be able to finish this fight with just profane cards. So this guy has the burn applied to him. This will not kill him, this will only deal 10% max HP of this enemy, which is 3 damage, leaving this one with 4 damage or 4 HP. So I will finish what I started with the smite card. Fortunately, with my current sigil that I have equipped, I do gain 1 AP and draw 1 card each time I slay an enemy. Since the slaying of an enemy happened right now, I do have additional strike card, but I can probably play this. Well, let's go face. No, only clash cards this time. Right, so I can throw a dagger, then throw a dagger, and come up close and finish with strike. And that's it. I've just increased my character level to level 3, which right now increased my block by 5. And I have a rusty helmet as a drop. Wow, almost 200 damage dealt. That's good. So here we are, back in Sanctum. Back in Sanctum, where we have new cards that we have unlocked. Let's see. So Flesh Offering is one of the cards that I have just unlocked, and Vow of Ruin. Well, that's exactly not what I want to take into my deck. It reduces faith by 1. And also here is a new card that increases damage per negative faith. Man, it's hard not to pick a profane melee build again, but with more desolations that I will conquer, more cards will be available for me, and hopefully a lot of them will be holy cards that I have to work just a little bit to get. And hey, a new combo has been unlocked as well. Aegis Breaker. This is what I would take if I was playing melee profane build, but let's see here. Yeah, this is good. Plus 25% damage for my next holy card, and I also exhaust one torment card, so this darkness card could be simply exhausted without me having to do anything, just by playing 2 cards with Holy Keyword to activate this combo. And yeah, I see my mistake in here. Look here, I had Burning Wounds combo selected, which is good for a profane melee build, but not the best for the holy build. This Golden Smite combo would deal 50% more damage for my next Smite card. Yeah, that was not a good idea, but I know better now. And there is also a new Desolation available, and this one is exactly where Abyssal Warden is waiting for me, and the Shackle Link that he has will be mine.